Visited Armenia's side of the border after having talks in Baku on Thursday. She called for the removal of a checkpoint on the only road linking Nagorno-Karabakh to Armenia, but Baku dismissed it.
We encourage both parties to take steps to progressively recreate this lacking confidence. We are here to accompany this process. It is the focus of our efforts, and I said it in Baku. This peace process is possible. It requires determination and courage, and certainly a vision that is hopefully shared by both countries. And be assured that France and its European and American partners and allies encourage both parties.
Well, for more on this, I'm joined now by Bernard Smith, who's in the Azeri city of Shusha. Bernard, I mean, really, what are the Azeris saying in terms of what the French want them to do?
Well, that checkpoint is essentially a border, a frontier control point close to the border between Azerbaijan and Armenia. And the Armenian government officials I've been speaking to over the last couple of days, on Thursday and on Friday, say they have now no intention of removing that checkpoint. They say that Azerbaijan has the right to enforce its own borders like every other country does, and it has the right to inspect material, what is coming through Armenia up to that remaining ethnic Armenian enclave. The problem is that the 2020 peace deal struck by the Russians between Azerbaijan and Armenia meant that that road, called the Lachin Corridor, was supposed to stay open. There was supposed to be free movement of people up and down that corridor. Azerbaijan says Armenia has been using it to move ammunitions, to move weaponry and to move fighters into this ethnic Armenian-controlled enclave that's called Stepanakert by the Armenians, Kankandi by the Azeris.
And of course, Bernard, as you mentioned, you know, the main city, Stepanakert, is controlled by the Armenians, and yet access has been restricted since December. So one wonders what conditions are like there right now.
Well, exactly. We're in Shusha, which is a strategically important town because it overlooks Kankandi or Stepanakert, and from here you can see what's happening. You can control essentially access to that town. Stepanakert is the only remaining part of Azerbaijan, internationally recognized Azeri territory. It's the only part that is still controlled by ethnic Armenians. It's a large built-up area, large urban area, perhaps at least 50,000 people living in there. The only way they've been getting food and supplies in and out was through that Lachin corridor. You can't approach there from Azeri-controlled territory. Now, from what we understand in there, conditions are very, very difficult. Supermarket shelves are empty. They say it's been hard to get medicines. And so conditions there are difficult. Essentially, it's surrounded because the rest of the territory around it was taken back by Azerbaijan in that 2020 war. And everywhere I've been on the way around here is a hive of activity. You can see behind me the reconstruction work of a mosque there. Shusha, the ethnic Armenians that lived here before the war, have gone. It's now empty, full of workmen, preparing it for Azeris to take over. So around, the only place left beyond the hills where there are ethnic Armenians in Azerbaijan is Stepanakert, Kankandi.
Bernard Smith there for us in Shusha. Thank you.